Good morning, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. Let's look at the Bible today, 1 Samuel chapter number 17. 1 Samuel 17, we're going to look at verse number 29. One very simple, short verse. It says, "And David said, 'What have I now done? Is there not a cause?'" Is there not a cause? I'm going to look at that. We're going to emphasize on that phrase there. That David said, "Is there not a cause?" First, let me give you the background. So David is a young, about somewhere between 15 to 17-year-old boy, and he is a shepherd who watches his father's sheep, and he is the youngest, the runt of the family. All of his brothers are older than him, and they're all, they're all in the military and serving King Saul and fighting a war against the Philistines. And David is just too young. He's got to stay home and help out his dad. And so one day his dad says, "Hey, David, come over here. I've got some food for you to deliver to your brothers out in the front lines of the battle. So why don't you go deliver this to them? I'm sure they're probably hungry, being at war and all." So David took his basket of food from his father and delivered it to his brothers. And when he got there, he overheard Goliath, the Philistine, speaking these horrible things against God and against the nation of Israel, calling them all kinds of horrible names, challenging them to a battle, saying, "Somebody come and fight me. If you win, then we will be your slaves. If we win, then you will be our slaves," and blaspheming God. And of course, David, being a man that feared the Lord, that loved the Lord, was enraged by this. And when he heard this, he started saying, why isn't anyone fighting him? Why isn't anyone doing something about this? Who's going to fight? I mean, if nobody's going to fight, I'll do it. Because all the other soldiers were too scared. They were too chicken to challenge Goliath and accept his challenge. Even the very king himself, King Saul, was too scared to fight Goliath. And David was the only one courageous enough to do it. And so David's older brother, Eliab, when he heard this, he went up to David and basically started just railing on him and criticizing him and attacking him and falsely accusing him and saying, "David, why did you open your big fat mouth? Why did you have to say something like that? Huh? Why? I know that you're only doing this because of your pride. It's only because of your arrogance. That's the only reason why. And just shut your mouth, David. Why'd you have to open your big mouth?" And let me tell you, deep down, I think I know why Eliab did that. Because he knew that David was right, and Eliab was too scared to be the first one to offer to fight Goliath. Instead, this young 16-year-old boy was the only one that had the courage to say that. And David makes this remarkable statement in response to his brother Eliab that we just read. And David said, "What have I now done?" It's like, what did I do? And he said, "Is there not a cause? Is there not a cause?" David is basically saying, let me tell you why I'm acting like this. It's not because of my pride and my arrogance. It's because of him. Do you not hear him? Is there not a cause? There is a cause, a righteous cause for what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Okay, it's not because of pride. It's because there is a cause. Is there not a cause? And let me tell you right now, with all the craziness that's going on in the world, people need the Lord right now. And I ask you, is there not a cause? Is there not a cause to stand up and defend your faith? Is there not a cause to learn the Bible and be fluent in the Word of God so that you can teach others? Is there not a cause to get the gospel out to a lost and dying world? Is there not a cause to be a light unto a dark, dark world? The answer is yes. Yes, there absolutely is a cause. So let's be courageous like David. And when we see Satan puff up his chest and try to show his dominance over us, then we need to stand up like David and say, "I don't care if you're bigger than me. Is there not a cause? I will defend the Lord." Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to stop right there, and I will see you in church, and have a great rest of your morning. God bless you. Bye-bye.